In front of Touchdown Jesus, this is Jim Peters' class of 1981 and Steve Hanlon,
who God knows,
just pure class. Welcome to Week 7 of Friday Night Insight. I think I got to lower my arm now. The arthritis is going to kick in.
I'll try.
59ers 6-0, one of the 3 remaining undefeated teams in Northwest Indiana. Really caught our attention early in the season with the win over Maryville. We knew how good they were, and we know this isn't your typical Class 2A team, but this it's clearly one of our best teams and arguably our best bet for a deep run in the postseason. Would you concur?
Yeah, I think so. And I know nobody here at 5959 Broadway wants to think about this because I think they were very confident no matter who Wheeler's quarterback was. But with Nick Spinski going down last week, I think the gap between the two programs probably got bigger. And, Rensselaer, while a great program, they got beat pretty good by West Lafayette last Friday. So, the sectional, I think, is Andreans to win and win going away, and probably Bremen in the regional, and then the game everyone's hoping for, I think, Fort Wayne Lures, so in the semi-state. So that's still a lot of football between now and then, but this is a very good team.
Right, yeah, we have the inclination to always look ahead, whereas maybe players do too, but your coaches try to keep them as focused on the next day, the next task. And for Andrean this week, it's Kankakee Valley, and on from there as they look to secure the title in the Northwest Crossroads Conference.
Against Griffith and Lowell, weeks 8 and 9. Those games will be dynamite. There's probably being T-shirts made for the Griffith game already. I'm not going to say what they say, but
I don't think we can.
But I've seen them before, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
We talked to Coach Phil Mason along with 59ers standouts Mason Zurich and Merritt Peterson to see what's up here with the Niners as they prepare for the stretch run.
We're excited, and it's great to be undefeated. Kids have played well throughout the course of the season. A couple of nice wins for us. Obviously, beating Maryville is a great win for our school and for our program. And kids, we're really excited about that. Anytime we can beat Munster, I think that's a good win for us. So we were excited about that win. Going through a stretch here where we're just trying to work hard and continue to get better week in and week out and stay healthy. We finish up the season with Griffith and Lowell, and obviously, the Griffith rivalry will be a lot of fun, and it'll be a great game, and then finish up with the quality Lowell team. So, we just want to just continue to get better, and we have our goals every year of trying to play 15 games, and again, that's a goal for us this year.
Right now, it feels fantastic to be 6-0. Since we've been here, we've never started off a season 6-0. Obviously, losing to Maryville, so we have high hopes for the season.
No, I think we've had some big wins, and like you said, Maryville beat Maryville week 2. That was huge for us. I think we're just taking it week by week right now with our eyes set on a couple other teams.
Sure.
Yeah, guys, what was bigger? Maryville, is that obviously the biggest win you guys have had in the last few years? You guys have competed with them the last 2, but they always found a way to edge it out. What allowed you guys to win that game this year?
I just think that we really conditioned and worked hard in the summer, and we weren't going to lose to them again this year for us. I mean, it was a big, we were the underdogs as usual in that game.
I definitely say our defense kept us in that game. Pretty sure we had most of the possession of the ball, but when our defense came up, they stepped up big.
Probably our highlight games this week as we look at the schedule, and we lost a little luster off of this one with Portage's upset of Chesterton on Saturday, but Chesterton will host Lake Central at this point in time. Not sure of the status of Chesterton quarterback Chris Katsafaris, who sustained what appeared to be an ankle injury in Saturday's game. Cole Teal came on, did a pretty nice job with a long touchdown pass that put them ahead briefly, but Portage pulled it out. Chesterton obviously now is in a situation where it's must win if they're going to claim a share of the Duneland Athletic Conference title. And it's Lake Central's, as the cliche goes, they can have their fate in their own hands.
Yeah, well, I think the one thing, Lake Central's been bad for so long. The next couple weeks are huge for them because, you just don't know if these kids fully get the length of the season. And I think they've stumbled a little bit against LaPorte. Michigan City was big, but I think the LaPorte game might have been a wake-up call. But this team loves being good and turning this thing around. So I think you're going to have a jacked-up Indians team on Friday night out at Chesterton, and it'll be interesting to see. I think the two of us and everyone was very surprised that the Trojans lost. And then to lose your quarterback, who was a big part of your offense, it'll be real interesting to see what kind of spirit and attitude Chesterton comes out with on Friday.
The Maryville-Valparaiso game this week, I probably anticipated early on that this would have bigger conference implications than it does. I think there's still some at stake for Maryville. Maryville just one conference loss, or do they have two?
Yeah.
Caught you off guard there. Sorry about that. But
okay.
But anyway, they're not. They're on the fringe of the conference race. It's Lake Central's to win out, but two teams that still are going to be factors next month in the sectional, and in the case of Valparaiso, they're trying to get healthy and trying to put four quarters together. They played two pretty good ones against Crown Point last week, and that was just barely enough to hang on. And Maryville, we're trying to see if they're going to be a big a factor as we thought they were going to be, or maybe not.
Yeah, the Pirates kind of got healthy and also started feeling good about themselves. Beating up on the two lower end schools in the conference, and Friday's, I think, bigger for Maryville just because the two losses before conference play started. I think, maybe the team didn't know, they've always had confidence. I think that slipped a little bit. So this is a huge game for the Pirates, and if they play well, all of a sudden they become a player in the sectional, and if they play well and get a win, then they got Lake Central the next week, and that one will be a monster.
Northwest Crossroads Conference this week. What are we looking at here? We have Lowell. Who's Lowell got this week?
Actually, the conference, there aren't any huge conference games. Lowell has an interesting one against Hammond, non-conference. The Wildcats were 5-0. Didn't play particularly well against Morton, but that program has improved. They have some players. I think for them, Friday night's huge. I'm not saying they have to beat Lowell, but they have to play a little bit better than they did against Morton. They were averaging 40 points a game and got held to just one score against Morton. So that's a big game for Hammond. And you know what? Even for Lowell, we all thought they were turning it around, and then they barely beat Hobart. So last Friday. I would probably put my money on Lowell just because they've been dominant against Hammond, but this is a different kind of Hammond team.
Get out to a football game on Friday wherever you might happen to be in Northwest Indiana, and tune in once again next week for another edition of Friday Night Insight. Until then, this is Jim Peters for Steve Hanlon in front of Touchdown Jesus at Andrean High School. Have a good week.